Hi, my name is Elizabeth Thompson from USGBC, and I'm here today at Greenbuild 2023 with Sarah Buffaloe. Sarah, can you tell us a little bit about your role at WSP, one of our member companies?
Absolutely. So my name is Sarah Buffaloe, and I work as part of the Built Ecology team at WSP. It is one division among many at WSP, including transportation and aviation, but we focus on how sustainability can be implemented in the built environment.
Great, thank you. And I know that you are an expert in embodied carbon, which is, of course, such an important topic here at Greenbuild this year especially. And I'm sure much of our community is really aware that embodied carbon is so important. And as we're able to reduce the sort of 2/3 general number that many people throw around of 2/3 operational energy and that 1/3 embodied carbon, that embodied carbon sort of becomes a larger and larger percentage as we're able to bring down the operational carbon. And I wonder if you can speak to us a little bit about some of your expertise and some of the things that you've learned in your many years of practice.
Oh, that's such a great question. It has been a delight to be at this Greenbuild, where something like half of the session seems to be focused on embodied carbon. And it is, after being an LCA practitioner for 8 years, seeing this movement focus on embodied carbon just gets me so optimistic that we can advance this challenge quickly. And you're right that we generally think that 11% of overall GHG emissions globally come from the embodied impact of the materials that we build with. That's a big percentage. And as you point out, the opportunity to reduce embodied carbon happens before a building is even built. When we're thinking about the materials we're specifying and building with and putting into our assemblies of our projects, as opposed to operational carbon that we can kind of tweak and improve over time and over the life of the building. We kind of get one shot at embodied carbon. So it's just been great to hear people talking about this topic that I am so passionate about, and very excited to see just catch up to the operational carbon conversation soon and quickly.
Wonderful, thank you. And are there any specific sort of project examples or lessons learned that you can share with us around embodied carbon?
Oh, sure. When I start talking about embodied carbon with project teams, it usually ends up being a conversation about concrete. I talk about concrete a lot in my daily life, in my daily work. One project that I'd love to highlight is a project called the Mount Vernon Library Commons, and it's a municipal project in the city of Mount Vernon that is envisioned to be a catalyst and community center for the local area. Half the building is a parking garage. It's a multi-level parking garage with massive amounts of EV charging and infrastructure. And the other half of the building is a library and community center. And so it's a very interesting mix of use types. And the project team initially set themselves a very lofty goal of 30% embodied carbon reduction for the project. As good stewards in the environment and as a group of people that were really passionate about how this building would impact their community. So my role in the project was to provide both life cycle assessment analysis as well as embodied carbon consulting to help the team build confidence that the strategies that they were looking to implement were actually going to result in embodied carbon reductions. And we pulled a lot of different kinds of levers to look at the concrete on the project, which included increasing the day strength from 28 to 56 where we could, increasing the supplemental cementitious materials like slag and fly ash as much as possible, working closely with the concrete suppliers to look at water to cement ratios or additives or things that would reduce the amount of Portland cement needed for the project. And what's really exciting is I did this work maybe a year ago, and we're finally in construction. We're finally getting submittals back from our concrete suppliers, feeding that information back into our model, and are achieving 32% reduction.
Oh, that's fantastic. What an exciting achievement for you and for the whole project team to have worked together to identify all those different possibilities and solutions, and then to have been able to sort of bring it all down and have it come through in the submittals and in the built reality. That's wonderful. Well, congratulations and thank you.